How do you find the y-intercept if it's not given to you? You'll need to look at what's given to you instead to make that decision. If you're given a graph, you might be able to get the y-intercept by simply reading it from the graph. You'll recall that a y-intercept is where your line intersects the y-axis. So in this example, you'll notice that our line intersects the y-axis at a y value of 2. So we would say that our y-intercept B is equal to 2. Another way to get the y-intercept is to look for a point whose coordinate is 0. Any point whose x-coordinate is 0 is going to lie on the y-axis. So its y-coordinate will be our y-intercept. In this example, you'll notice that we have an ordered pair whose x value is 0. So that means its y value will be our y-intercept. So our y-intercept B is equal to -1. Another way to find the y-intercept is to solve for it. To do this, you'll need to use a slope and a point that lies on a line. For example, suppose we're given a line whose slope is -1/3 and that the line contains the point 6,5. Our slope-intercept form of a line tells us that y is equal to mx plus b. Because we're given a point, we have an x value and a y value. So we'll substitute for y the value 5. Now m is the slope, and we were given a slope of -1/3. X can be replaced by 6. So solving this equation, we'll be able to get our value of b. Order of operations tells us to multiply first. So -1/3 times 6 is a -2. So -2 plus b is equal to 5. And then we're going to undo the -2 by adding 2 to both sides. That will give us that b is equal to 7. So our y-intercept is 7. This lesson is on writing an equation given a graph. Suppose I want to write the equation of the blue line shown on the graph below. The slope-intercept form of a line tells us that y is equal to slope m times x plus b. So to write the equation of the line, I need to know the slope m and the y-intercept b. So one way to find the slope if you have a graph is to count your rise over your run. So to go from this point to this point, we have to go down 2 units, so our rise is -2. And then we have to go right 3 units, so our run is +3. So simplifying, that tells us that the slope of this line is -2/3. Next, we have to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where your line intersects the y-axis. So on our graph, our line intersects the y-axis at 1, 2 units. So we're getting that b is equal to 2. So now that we know both m and b, we're ready to write our equation. Y is equal to slope -2/3 times x plus our y-intercept 2. The equation of this line is y equals -2/3 x plus 2.